Hello and welcome. Well, Symphony has signed an agreement to purchase 95% equity stake in an Australian company, Climate Technologies. To discuss more on this, we are joined by Nrupesh, Shah, Executive Director of the company. Nrupesh, good morning and thanks for joining us. Can you tell us a little more about this acquisition that you're making and what is the rationale behind this one?
Climate Technology is about 64 years old company based out of Adelaide, South Australia, having presence in Australia as well as in United States. There are almost 90% of the top line is generated from Australia and remaining from US as well as Africa. In the US market, they have forayed recently where they do have an assembling unit in Nevada, and they have a long-term tie-up with Home Depot, who is having 2,200 plus stores in US and North America. And there is also a good possibility to have tie-up with many other large organized retailers. That's number one. Number two, the products are quite complementary. They are into ducted cooling and in ducted heating. About 55% of the top line is generated from ducted cooling, 5% from air conditioning, and about 40% from ducted heating. And hence, products being complementary in the sense, the Symphony kind of residential air coolers can be accessed and sold through their established existing distribution network. So ready-made market access in that respect, that's number one. Number two, from day one, we believe that this is value and EPS accretive. In the sense, we have made this acquisition at 7.33 times of its EBITDA multiple of trailing 12 months and 5 times of its 18-19 expected EBITDA. And as far as sales multiple is concerned, it is less than 0.70 of 18-19 estimated sales. As far as some of the capital efficiency ratios are concerned, the return on net worth for 18-19 is expected to be in excess of 30% and return on capital employed at about 20%. And this is their business as it is where it is. As per the current business plan, we believe that down the line, Symphony can bring and add many other synergies, including supply chain management, on account of Symphony's ground presence in China, sourcing many components of much better quality at a much economical price, and also value engineering. On top of it, this company is also having state-of-the-art research and development facility. They have also developed some of the path-breaking products like solar air cooler. The air cooler works from their proprietary developed app, and consumer can use it quite conveniently. And we expect that in next 4 to 5 years, this company's top line can be in excess of 430 crore, and in Australian dollar term, it should be in excess of $80 million. Plus, company is having excellent established management team led by their CEO, Timo Lodi. Yeah, and we are going to have the continuity of the management and their senior management, that is the CEO is going to have 5% equity stake.
All right, Nrupesh, but when it comes to financing this acquisition, the 220 crores odd that you are paying for it, how are you planning to fund it?
Yeah. Symphony can fund the entire acquisition from its internal accruals, as its treasury is in excess of 450 crore. But to get better financial efficiency to drive the natural hedge, we are going to have a debt at quite attractive rate. So we have finalized the debt of about $24 to $26 million. That is close to 125 crore at the rate of 5.35% fixed for 5 years. While on treasury, we realize in liquid mutual fund and AAA bonds, the return in excess of 7%. So about 60% from debt and 40% from internal accruals. But having said that, at a net level, Symphony will very much remain as a debt-free company. But the cash flow of the target company will adequately take care of the repayment.
And one final question, Nrupesh, then in that case, going ahead, when does the acquisition, come into completion? And based on that, when can we start seeing the numbers from the acquisition on Symphony's consolidated books?
Okay, so acquisition is expected to be completed in next 30 days, but effective from 1st July 2018, because that also coincides with their accounting year.
All right, Ramesh. We'll leave that. Thanks so much for joining us and giving us your update. And on the acquisition, of course, we continue to watch out for and look forward to what that can do when it comes to Symphony and its financials. Thanks so much. But with that, it's a wrap on this show. But lots more lined up, so stay tuned at Bloomberg Quint.